Welcome back to Survival Challenge, folks. Episode 3 here in FS22. And I'm going to do a little bit more tree clearing. I'm only going to show you part of it because we've done 2 episodes of that. But as you will have seen from the thumbnail, today we get our first tractor. So £17,000 in the bank, and it's time for the Zetor to go. It hasn't been with us long, and we've had an option come up to buy us a nice old John Deere. I will put the link below to the modder who has created this or converted this into FS22. It does have a couple of errors in the log, but they are not significant, and this tractor works really well. And if you're doing a series like this, you've got some bigger options, but 14 grand for 150 horsepower with a front loader. There are an insane number of wheel options. I am not going through all of them. I quite like these. We're going to go for that. Not too bad, 16 grand. We can get a front loader on it. The mod comes with this specific front loader which fits on it. So we're going to buy that, and we're going to buy a log fork so we can load up some logs. What I don't show for some reason is I also buy a weight to put on the back of this tractor to balance things out. So cut myself a marker log so I know how long to make the trees so they will fit on the trailer, and we are going to get this guy chopped up and see how much we make selling one tree with it cut into trailer length logs using our new tractor to load up. We are making progress, folks. This is the last episode where I need to do lots of forestry to clear the land, obviously, but it's not going to be our only source of income now. We have a tractor, and the tractor comes with some options for doing other things as well, obviously. So we're going to sell this tree to make a bit of cash, and then we're going to move into some other things. Unlike some of the other survival challenge type series you will have seen, I am going to do contracts. I would not want to do another however many episodes just clearing trees. I would get insanely bored of that, and that means you probably would too watching it. So we're going to sell this tree, and that should hopefully give us enough money to get ourselves a disc harrow, which also comes with this mod pack. And then we can get into some contracting work for our neighbour farmers. Some things around making this series, I've run into some episodes with some of the mods some issues with some of the mods that are available. So I think at this point I've had to delete the camp bed that I had installed. I'm not entirely sure if it was the cause, but I was finding that when I would cut down some of the trees, they would massively bug out. They would stretch across the map and you couldn't do anything with them, which meant close the game, go back to a backup save, which kind of hampered progress a bit. So I've done some of these jobs a few times, but deleting that camp bed seems to have worked. Some idiot seems to have rolled their pickup, so I'm going to help them out. Yeah, it might be me. Luckily we've got a tractor now to fix that. We'll have to get someone from the store to give us a lift back to get the tractor. But let's see what we make. 5,000 euros, and that's without filling up the back of the truck. So as I said, this mod also comes with a disc harrow, which is only 5,000 euros. So we're going to get into some cultivating contracts because partly I'm bored of forestry, and it's we can start making some money. If we can afford to buy ourselves a fertilizer spreader, we can get into some serious money making, or maybe a seeder or a planter. It's going to be a while before we can afford a harvester, but my thought is that if we can make money doing some of the other farming jobs for our neighbours, we might get into a position where we can afford to buy one. And the longer we wait, we might end up getting some cheap harvesters appear. So nice little cultivator. I'm not sure what the working speed is, but one thing with this old tractor is she's not keen to shift in to 8th gear. But you can manually shift it. I'm running the auto gearbox on here because, if you don't know, I mostly play without the sound switched on because I play sat with my family. So it's hard to tell. I can see the tractor's over revving here, and I can actually, if I keep moving, shift it in to 8th gear and run a little bit faster, but we have to keep the momentum going for that. So yeah, we are farming. We're farming for other people, but ultimately we will end up farming for ourselves. The next big purchase that I think we're going to be making is for a forestry mulcher so we can take the stumps out, and the one that I have my eye on will also act as a plough, so it can clear the soil, the grass off for us, so we can start creating fields. But we have the issue that we can't afford a harvester, so a little achievement there for contracting, which is quite nice. Finished our first contract, made a couple of €1,000, and the next field next door also needs doing, so we're going to run that as well. I'm going to end up running about 3 cultivating contracts on here, which gives us a nice little chunk of income, and is for me more enjoyable than endlessly cutting down trees. So I think as this series progresses, as more mods come out as well, this is going to get easier, hopefully. The thing that we're really lacking is a harvester. There is a cheaper seeder available on some of the mod sites which could get us into planting, and we could probably afford to get to the point where we can make one anyway. This is a big field. This takes me a while. I'm only going to show you some of it, but it's a nice chunk of income again. End up working into the night. Tractor has decent lights. I'm really impressed with this mod, and I said the link will be below for the guy's Facebook page to get it from. So it's a nice bit of kit. And we're done. Yeah, €5,500 for that. If we could get into grass work, that would be nice too, wouldn't it? So quite a lot of tomatoes stacked up, so we're going to go off and sell those and see what they make. I've heard that greenhouses make good money, so this is 10 pallets of tomatoes that we're going to try and fit in the back of the pickup, so 1,000 litres. The price is not making me think, you know, this is big money, but it's a source of income, and now we've got it, it's free because we only need to put water in. So the lettuce price is really good. If you remember in the last episode, I said that actually none of the crops really make more money than the other, but if you get a good price for something, then they do. The lettuce price is really high, so we're going to see if we can get some lettuces produced and sold before it drops. Lettuces are much lower yielding, but you know. Off to a different part of the map for me, to the farmers market, I think it is, to get these sold. And we experience our first problem that makes it into the video, because I've tagged the sell point, but there are 2 sell points up here, and the first sell point is not the one that takes tomatoes. See? Confused? Yeah. I found if you drive around the back, there's another sell point where you can sell your tomatoes. So yeah, it made us about £1,000, and we're going to sell another tree as well, so up to 17,000. That's it for today. Like, subscribe, comment. Catch you next time.